I want to show you a stock that, everybody 6 months ago was talking about. This is the next great coming of whatever, but it is not. And I've been talking to people about it in my mastermind group for a while. This stock is basically rolling over. It's a stock called Robinhood. And while I like Robinhood and the fact that they're cutting edge and they're doing crypto and stock tokens and all these other things, their stock is not performing. And I always say this: the company is not the stock, right? You know this if you've been in Tesla. Tesla's doing all these amazing things as a company, but the stock doesn't do what all these amazing things over here are. And right now, Robinhood is experiencing similar issues. So you can see, let's look at it on a weekly here. You can see Robinhood basically was flat for this long period of time. Look at how long it was. I'm gonna try to draw a line here. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Look at how long this consolidation went, right? This consolidated basically from 2022 all the way to, let's say, 2024, 2 years. But like I always say, the longer the consolidation, the more the breakout and the stronger the breakout. And look at the strong, beautiful breakout. Most of the time above the 50-day moving average, or in this case, the 10-week moving average. It just kind of hugged that. Yes, it gave back some, but over that period of time, if you had bought down in here at 12, you'd have been able to get down 10 times your money over that period of time. Unfortunately, the past does not equal the future. And so let's just look real quick at the fundamentals. You can see that there have been revisions down. Those arrows right there are earnings revisions down. So when a company starts to get earnings revisions down, the stock starts to not perform. Why? Because people are like, wait a minute, if they're not going to make as much money as we thought when we were buying it on the way up, and now they're changing it, and it's going to be, maybe I should sell it. And so you get a bunch of selling pressure. So let's pull it out on a daily here. Excuse me, and I'll pull it on a daily. Come on, daily. There it goes. Now you can see how much more noisy this is. This was all beautiful while it was going up, right? Look at most of the time above the 50-day moving average. That's all great. Problem is now it's spending most of its time below the 50-day moving average, okay? And so you could see this trend on the way down. You can also see a death cross happening. That's when the 50 crosses below the 200. That's known as a death cross. The street basically recognizes that pattern. Computers recognize that pattern. And when that pattern happens, a lot of bad things happen in the future. I'll show you some charts in just a second of death crosses, but I'll put it on a weekly so you can zoom out and see it. So look at this thing. It went below the 50-day moving average on this high volume candle, gapping down a little bit, and then it's never been able to fill that gap. Okay, and that's been a couple of months. And now you're seeing it. It's tried to get back up above the 50. There's just no way that it's getting above the 50. So we call this rolling it over. It's rolling over now. And what does that mean? Well, it's making what I call a dreaded H pattern. It goes a little, see that little line there? And then it goes up a little bit here, right? And then it comes back down. And it's gone down below that. Now it's up on it today, which might be a good thing. And maybe it'll try to go back up and hang out and, chill by its 200-day moving average. But there's so much. This is like an avalanche, guys. It's like skiing up into an avalanche. There's all these sellers here now, okay? And you've got to get through all those sellers to be able to make this stock go up. That's really, really hard. And if you study pattern recognition for any period of time, you realize that these stocks that, drop like this in a few months on the kind of volume that you're seeing there, that's not little, Aunt Susie buying stuff. This is the big market makers getting out. Look at all the red candles, daily red candles. And so that means that the stock is dropping, okay? So where's it gonna go? Look, I'm not Nostradamus. I have no idea. All I do is read charts, right? I'm just a bald guy wearing a cap that reads charts. But we have now hit this bottom on the bottom of this dreaded H, and that says to me, now it hit it on volume, I think it's going lower based on what I've seen. Okay, now we have a gap in the chart, and if you ever watch my videos, you know that I study gaps because gaps get filled. And so there's a gap on the chart at that price, 51.38. Okay, the stock is at 76. That's a 33% drop from here. So I see that gap as like a little magnet on the chart. This was a double bottom pattern. This 49.88 is also a little magnet, kind of very close to that. So right around $50 is where I see that this stock is getting pulled to go. Now, if you're a Robinhood fan and you like Robinhood, awesome. But whether you like it or not doesn't mean that the stock chart cares. right? And so you have to look at what's going on. And you're probably going to say, well, I've already gone down this much. What's the difference of me holding it more? Well, stocks that go down and go to their 50, now if they don't do it, if they do it on heavy volume, now we could be looking at this support level, right? And if I had to show, like if I go back a year, there's no way you would have ever thought, I'm not going to go back a year, but there's no way you would have ever thought it would have gone all the way up to 153 and back down to under $80. And that's exactly what's happening because there's just more sellers than buyers right now. So I want you to be really careful. Let me just show you a couple of other charts so I can point out that death cross that you could see on the weekly is happening right there. All right. Let's just go to something else. Let's go to, I don't know. How about Netflix? Okay. Now I'll show you Netflix. Look, Netflix went death cross right there. Okay. Now I'm not saying that's the spot you make you build your dam, but it was $113 and now the stock is at $76 and that is 3 months, 4 months maybe, right? Netflix. Okay. So there's a little bit of weakness there. Let's look at, I don't know, pick another one, Tesla. We can pick any of them. And you could see Tesla had a death cross right there. You know, yes, it's the past and all that stuff, but it basically didn't recover. There's another little death cross right there. It never made a golden cross. And so it's that stock at the time of pick one, I don't care, 304 all the way down to 100, right? Or you can say this one here, 281 all the way down to 100. Look, I could show you chart after chart where the death cross, okay, didn't work on this one. All right, here's one where it didn't work, okay? Doesn't always work, right? But chances are there's 2 out of 3 that I just showed you on this screen that do work, okay? Apple, AAPL, I'll be done in a second here, but you can see Apple made a golden cross here and it went up. It made a golden cross here and it went up. It made a death cross here that didn't last very long, but it worked. It still went down, okay? It made a death cross here where it didn't last that long, but it still went down from, 230 all the way down to 190. So the street picks up on these patterns and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so when I look at a stock like Hood, I want to caution you guys that, while it was a great stock over the last couple of years, something's changed. Something's changed. And if things are changing, you got to be aware of it. This stock is changing personalities. It's got high volume sell-offs going on. Be very, very, very careful, please. Okay? Don't lose money. Also, what I believe in doing is collecting income. Now, I don't want you to hold a stock that goes down 50% and collect income. That's no fun. But if the stock is moving between a little range and it's going up and it's going down and hopefully going up a little higher, you can make, some percentage every week by doing covered calls. And that's what I teach all the time, in addition to showing people how to read charts, which I think is highly critical, not just getting in, but also getting out like you're seeing on Hood. All right, thanks for your time and attention to this. By the way, I have a challenge called the 10K Dare Challenge or the $10,000 Dare Challenge. It's a 5-day challenge that starts February 16th. That's Monday, so it's 3 days from now. So we're going to close it up Sunday night. So if you are thinking about coming, we're starting Monday night. Please register, and we'll see if we can show you how to make some money in a pretty quick period of time, at least from the juice, which is the income. I'll show you how to do that in covered calls. Otherwise, have a great, I think it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. It's Friday the 13th today, but have a wonderful weekend, and maybe I'll see you on the $10,000 Dare. If you want to learn more about it, there's a commercial coming up right now, or you can just go to 10kdare.com, or you can go on to the next video. Have a great weekend. Take care.